10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fringe Radio, your trusted source for the paranormal, conspiracy theory, and true crime. Coming to you live from the Mistopheles Studios, it's Dark Fringe Radio.
I try to move, but my body won't work. I try to talk, but I lose all words. All that ever slips from my face are teeth and dreams I can't take. Waking from.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us on another edition of Dark Fringe Radio. I am your host, Will Martinez, and of course, my co-host, Jay Glossi. Jay, what's up? How you doing, brother?
What up? How we doing, brother?
Very good, man. Very good. Listen, I want to thank you so much for joining us on another edition of Dark Fringe Radio. We have a very cool episode. We're going to be talking about Poveglia Island here in a little bit. But before we get into all that, Jay, tell everybody where they can hear the podcast and talk about the social media.
You can find all of our podcasts. You can find hundreds now. Hundreds.
Yes,
we have over 100 episodes. Anywhere you get your anywhere you get your podcasts, you got Stitcher, Spotify, iTunes. You can find it directly on our website, where you can go all the way back, watch the archives. You can even see some of the old videos and hear us as we've grown. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter. I meant Twitter.
Yeah. We actually
Facebook,
are on Twitch,
Twitter,
but we haven't done anything on
Instagram.
Twitch in a long time.
Whatever, man.
No, it's all good, bro. But no, absolutely. Twitch and Twitter. Fuck it. Do it.
We're taking over. That's
Yeah,
the
let's do it.
We're taking over.
That's right. Absolutely.
Yeah,
No,
so that's
no,
where
no.
you can find us.
There you go. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. Yeah. Long story short, darkfringeradio.com. Go there. You can see everything right there on a daily basis, what we're putting out. And all our episodes are there. They're all archived. And of course, our merch store, Jay. Yeah. Have you? I've showed you some of the last designs that's come out, huh? Pretty cool shit,
we have
huh?
merch.
Yeah.
Guys, we have merch. You can buy shirts that say Dark Fringe Radio. I should be wearing one. I have one.
Yes. No. I will be ordering some for us, Jay, here pretty soon. I have a couple of mine coming in right now. But there's a bunch of designs that are up there right now. Darkfringeradio.com. Just go to the merch store right there on the top right-hand corner, and you'll be able to go right there and order anything that you want. But there's about 12 different designs, and some of them really cool, Jay. And, really just, something different. And wanted to give something that you guys can really enjoy and, of course, represent Dark Fringe Radio, of course, at the same time. So we really appreciate it. Go there, check it out. And of course, our YouTube, make sure you go there as well and subscribe, like, and share all our stuff. And we have a bunch of followers, of course, here, Jay, on Facebook, but it's just not enough likes. It's weird. So if you are a follower, make sure you just like our page at the same time. Makes things a lot more simpler. So if you can just do that, really appreciate it. But besides that, Jay, you know what's next?
Oh, topics, bro. We got topics to talk about.
We got topics.
News. We've got news. We've got What the Florida Man come in. And then we're going to talk about a creepy, crawly island.
Yeah, listen, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. And you're right. So next is, of course, Dark Fringe news. And we're going to be talking about a couple of different topics here tonight, Jay. And the first one I wanted to get into was really something I ran into over the weekend. And I was like, man, this is something that we should talk about. But there's this eerie black vertical line that appears in the sky in the UK. And this lady caught it. on video and on camera and was able to take a picture of it, you can go to our website, darkfringeradio.com, and check it out for yourself. But you see this picture of the skyline, of course, and then it's just this like black streak, right, Jay? I mean, we're going to put it up right here for you guys to see. And if you guys can't see it, of course, you're just listening to the podcast. Go to our website, darkfringeradio.com. You'll be able to see what we're talking about. But Jay, what's your take on this? I mean, what do you think is going on here?
Oh gosh. I mean, hey, Chicken Little, is the sky falling?
Ooh, I mean,
right?
Yeah,
weird. I don't know.
It's weird. Yeah.
I would never assume we would have the things that we talk about that are just when we talk about UFOs and aliens.
Right.
Yes, you do still have a large sect of humans that call us crazy, or will say that we're
conspiracy theorists or whatever.
Yeah, which is funny because I'm as skeptical as it gets, really, with a lot of it. But the fact that we can have this conversation and that there's an open dialogue for that kind of a thing, to where I really do feel like if aliens would land tomorrow, a lot of us kind of be like, okay, yeah, I'm not surprised.
I mean, what's a better representation of what you're talking about, though, Jay? Let me just interject. I mean, just a month ago, we had 3 supposed UFOs spotted out of different areas in the North American area, like in Canada and 2 areas in North America, and we shot them down, and nobody said nothing about it. It's like, oh yeah, cool. We shot down some UFOs. Cool.
Oh, I can do better. William, I got better than that. I was running an event at a church. I was running an event for kids at a church. And we're talking 12-year-olds saw things in the sky and we're like, oh, look, there's spy balloons. Oh, I hope Canada doesn't shoot them down. Oh, look, China spies. China sees us. Hi, China. I was like, oh, okay. Cool.
So we're okay with this now, right?
Cool. Okay. So there we are. Good to know. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. Shit that would have otherwise been just crazy is like, okay. And then you have a black line in the sky because
why not?
Because why not?
Right.
What else did we have?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So
I mean,
what do I make of it? I don't know, but it's terrifying.
It is terrifying. So let's get into this, Jay. A woman in England has left scratching her head when she gazed up at the sky and spotted this long vertical black line extending from the ground all the way up to the heavens. According to the local media report, the bewilderingly anomaly was spotted on Wednesday morning at the unnamed witness in the town of Folkestone, wherever the hell that is, but big ups to Folkestone in the UK. Upon seeing the puzzling sight that the woman says that took the photo, make sure it wasn't my eyes deceiving me, as she said, quote unquote. The witness went on to marvel and said that the line went up as far as the eye could see, and it went way up past the clouds. And she conceded that honestly, I have no idea what it could be, but it was much of a straight line that you could obviously see that it wasn't anything else or any kind of smoke. So I don't know, Jay. I mean, really cool stuff. I mean, this lady really captured something that shouldn't be there.
Hey, let's rewind those. Really cool stuff, William. It looked like a large black digital line you would see splitting a screen.
Exactly. Yeah. That's, you know what? That's a perfect example. Yeah. That's a good. I paint pictures with words, my guy. Unfortunately, these words still don't understand what the fuck they're describing. Right at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is.
Wild,
it's
right?
It kind of looks like it came out of like that movie Pixel.
Right. I mean, at first, if you look at it, it looks like something that, of course, maybe like the film was damaged or something, maybe, but you can obviously tell that that's not what's going on there because it just doesn't make sense. And then
part of the landscape,
right? And then it goes all the way from the bottom all the way up, like you can see it, and it's like
whole thing.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird, but yeah, guys, check it out. darkfringeradio.com. It's there. You guys make your own decision and you tell us what you think. I mean, really excited to see what you guys maybe have an opinion on when it comes to this. I mean, just because me and Jay say one thing, I mean, you guys can come up with something completely different. But yeah, go check it out, darkfringeradio.com. But yeah, Jay, that's the first one I want to talk about tonight. But the second one was something really ominous, and we're going to get some really dark stuff here tonight. But
Hooray!
Yeah, hooray! So, second story for tonight, Jay. Arkansas woman arrested for allegedly selling slew of stolen body parts online. So, Jay, she was running pretty much a Napa Auto Parts store of body parts online, and got caught doing it. And
it's totally disgusting.
Wow, I mean, this is fucking ridiculous, right?
Yeah, people are awful. Period.
People will do some awful things for money,
awful.
Right?
Awful. And because money is the impetus of everything we need, and it literally is what makes the world go round. Right. And especially as things get crazy, people will do some crazier things to make sure that they fit in those divides. And this woman decided she wanted to go ahead and sell spare body parts.
Yeah.
Awful. I couldn't even imagine.
Right? Like, how do you even like wrap your head around well, listen, let's try to figure this.
I mean, just disassociated from reality. You gotta be.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
You gotta be.
You have no compassion for human life at that point, right? Anymore. That's gone out the window. Like at that point, you could probably kill somebody, right? If you think really about it.
I mean, do we think she was coming by them like naturally? Was she buying them in bulk? No.
Well, no.
She was getting from the source.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about it. In a bizarre story out of Arkansas, Jay, authorities allege that a now former mortuary employee stole a staggering array of body parts from her job and subsequently sold them online to a macabre collector. A newly unsealed federal indictment reportedly asserts that Candace Chapman Scott literally took her work at the Arkansas Center of Mortuary Services home with her in the form of 20 boxes containing various human organs, Jay, and limbs. Among the pilfered parts were hearts, lungs, and brains that once belonged to individuals who had donated their bodies to local medical school for study. That's why I don't donate my body to science. No, but
me neither.
Hey, listen.
I know everybody gets mad at me. Everybody's like, "Are you an organ donor?" I'm like, first off, nobody wants these organs.
Yeah. Exactly, right? Right.
Trust me.
Right, yeah.
You don't want none of these problems, friends. I wear them well.
There you go.
And secondly, you don't deserve them. No, thank you.
No.
When I go, they go. That's it.
Oh, wow. Well, listen, Jay, among the pilfered parts, Jay, were, of course, like I said, hearts, lungs, brains, and once belonged to individuals who had donated their bodies to local medical school for study, making the case even stranger. Authorities say that Scott cashed in on the stolen remains by selling them from around $11,000 to a man she met online. So, detailing the scheme in their indictment, the federal prosecutors say that Scott initially approached buyer Jeremy Lee Pauley by brazenly asking, "Would you know anyone in the market for a fully intact embalmed brain?" Wow.
Yeah.
How about that?
I mean, he's not looking for one of those.
Hey, you looking for a brain, bro? Hey, I got one. It would seem
I got the good stuff.
the brain. Yeah.
It
would seem that the unorthodox sales pitch worked, as the authorities say they proceeded to sell several organs and other body parts to the collector in a series of transactions that unfolded over the course of the next 9 months, Jay.
I call bullshit.
I don't know, man. Something's going on there.
I call BS 100%.
You think that? You think that's the government?
Oh, I don't know. Whoa.
No, I'm just saying. Are you saying there's
pull back the tinfoil? I'm just simply saying. We're not getting the whole story. Is all I'm saying, because
I mean, Will Smith gonna come over here and
hey, listen, I happen to have an embalmed brain. Would you like to buy it off me for $11,000?
Yeah.
Oh no, we just both happen to be in the farmer's market. No. There's someone that
you were looking for a brain. I'm looking for a brain.
Right. Hey, I got what you're looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a brain guy.
Yeah.
No. There's a middle person somewhere in there that they're both protecting right now. And that's scary because that means that there are other people. So this could be. See, now you got me doing this 10-foot. No, I ain't doing it. Nope.
Oh yeah, you're going down the route of there's a whole fucking ring of this fucking Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, stop nothing. You know what I'm talking about, Jay?
I stopped it. And actually, I was going to say ring. I was going to say like franchise. What if these like
franchise? Have, like, what is that? The same thing. A franchise is. Yeah. Come on, Jay. Yeah. The nightmarish arrangement was ultimately uncovered by the police, leading to the arrest of both Scott and Polly. She now faces a whopping 12-year federal charge for her role in the body part business, while her prize customer faces 4 charges in his home state of Pennsylvania. So, yeah, they're both pretty much done. And you're probably not going to see much of those people anymore.
4 years? This guy's only getting 4 years?
Yeah, 4 years.
Buy body parts? He's only getting 4 years?
Yeah.
No. See,
weird, right?
Problem, right?
That's some weird shit, right?
Right? That's some
right
problem. Come on, guys.
Hey, listen, if you I said to you, Jay, I said, hey, Jay, do you know your neighbor bought some body parts? How would that make you feel? How would that make you feel?
Well, when I heard that they were going just, I was like, great. How long? How many lifetimes are they putting them away for? Oh, 4 years. 4 lifetimes? No. 4 years.
4 years. Yeah.
No. They'll be out before we vote for another president. Oh.
Yeah. That's crazy when you really think about it. When they were selling body parts. Yeah.
All right.
And it makes you think like our laws are so like backwards sometimes, right? Yeah.
Do not get caught carrying weed.
But you could go ahead and arrest somebody and just get like maybe some probation, and there's no problem. But you get caught with maybe a pound of weed on you, and you're gonna get fucking let's go to prison time. You know what I mean? For a year, 2, 3, 4 years.
8 pounds of perfectly embalmed brain.
Right. It's all good. We get some orange kush from California that's compressed, and they cash it on you. Forget it, right? Fuck it. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, Jay. Really crazy story out of Arkansas, Jay. People just selling body parts, man. It's weird stuff, man. Right?
Yeah, that's a lot, guy. That's
heavy, right?
I'm not a body yet.
Yeah, that karma, like that shit's not good, bro. Like that. No, that's bad. Bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad. Yeah. I don't look forward to whatever the next portion of their journey looks like.
I don't know, man.
Pineapples in the anus.
Woo. I don't want to know nothing about that. Well, okay, Jay. Well, listen, that puts a good, a period, exclamation point on the end of that
period,
for Dark Fringe News. Yeah. Listen, that's it. But that brings us to our next segment, Jay, and that is What the F, Florida Man. And Jay, this is your segment. What do you have for us for this week for What the F, Florida Man? I'm looking forward to this.
My What the F, Florida Man is in celebration. Okay. Now, normally we are highlighting those of us who come from said southern state who don't always follow the contemporary locksteps of society. We have been known to go to the beat of our own drums. So this week, our What the Florida Man is actually a salute to Mr. Mike Platinum Perry, the bare knuckle boxer who calls Florida his home. Even though he was born in Flint, Michigan, the man is every bit Florida man. Every bit Florida man. Fought Luke Rockhold this past weekend. And
broke his nose, right?
No, broke his teeth, guy.
Teeth. Oh, yeah, that's his teeth. That's right.
Broke.
Yeah, I forgot. Teeth. Yeah. That bare knuckle boxing, that's some pretty like fucking vicious shit, no? That shit doesn't go past the first round very often, no?
And you don't see a lot of guys clamoring to do it more than once, usually.
Yeah.
But Mike Perry is the king of it.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I saw this over the weekend, Jay. I know exactly what you're talking about. I mean, and then what's his name? Came popping into the ring, started talking shit to Mike Perry, no? Your boy.
Well, you had Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor suddenly coming in and talking about he's gonna, dude, that would not be good.
I don't think so. I don't think that would be a good idea at all. No,
Mike Perry would eat him alive.
because Mike Perry is a guy that's like, I'll take the hit. I'll
Yeah.
take a hit to come in and hit you with two.
Conor doesn't hit that hard. I
I'll
don't think.
take one hit to hit you with two hits. That's fine with me.
And those
because
two
my
hits
two
he's
hits-
coming with.
Exactly. Are going to knock you the fuck out.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you. So I couldn't imagine when you think what the Florida man, usually Mike Perry is the very first person I think of when I think of the Florida man. It's got to
Yeah.
be Mike Perry. Again, even though he's from Flint, Michigan, he just reps it so perfectly.
No,
If
he
you don't
does.
listen to the setup at the very beginning, right, when they're talking smack at the press conference, Luke Rockhold's like, I'm going to fuck you up. And Mike Perry's like, I like to get fucked up. You going to go get a drink? You going to smoke? What do you want to do? I like that.
that.
Yeah, that's the guy. That guy's going to bare knuckle. Luke Rockhold is the better athlete and probably in any other realm a better fighter. But you
Right.
take off them gloves and you get really nasty, dirty. Mike Perry's the man. He is the man, and he is our Florida man. Salute to Mike Platinum Perry.
There we go. That's the Dark Fringe Radio seal of approval to Mr. Mike Perry, Mike Platinum Perry. What a great showing. And then, of course, having a little shit talking with Conor McGregor there in the bare knuckle octagon or whatever they call it. Really cool stuff, Jay. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, if Conor were ever to do something like that, man, I don't know if he would last. It'd be
Connor's
very
never
hard.
doing anything like that.
Yeah.
I'll be surprised if we ever see Conor actually fight again.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor go around too.
I'll be surprised.
A lot
Which
of
is
people
interesting because he's supposed to fight at the end of the Ultimate Fighter.
yes, with
But they
what
haven't
is
set
it,
that
Chandler?
date
This is Chandler, right?
versus Michael Chandler, which
Yeah.
I swore I wasn't going to watch Conor's next fight, but I will never miss a Michael Chandler fight. So salute to Michael Chandler because it's not Conor getting my money.
Listen,
It is. But
good for Michael Chandler. Let him get his payday. I mean, he deserves
If he
it.
gets
I mean, he will. I think he will.
won't.
I think he will.
He won't.
You don't think he, huh?
There-
Well, let's see.
he hasn't gone into the testing pool yet. It takes 6
Oh, he
weeks.
hasn't? Oh,
No.
I didn't know he hasn't. Oh,
That's why they haven't
Well,
set a date yet.
that changes
Conor
my
hasn't got tested.
position. I thought he at least was in the pool.
No,
If he's not in the pool, I can't even get into that. Yeah.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why there's
Yeah, he
no
looked-
contract yet.
He looked so fucking jacked too.
Jacked.
Bro, like, come on. He looked like
He's bigger than Wonderboy Thompson.
it's crazy. It's
It's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
He's gotta be 180, every bit of it.
185.
Right? He's a big dude now. He's chunky monkey.
Those fucking
Well, not
pecs,
chunky,
bro.
he's
Those
jacked
pecs.
up.
Those pecs are not. Yeah.
Yeah,
not for
I
the
know.
faint of heart.
His neck starts at his biceps. It's like right here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not natural, bro. Come on. We all know what that is, but
No.
we can't say nothing.
And listen, I get
God
it.
bless the man.
I understand.
Yeah, man.
I understand why you would use modern science for that, and I don't fault you for it. But then don't
Fuck
go
it.
talking shit like you're gonna come back fighting.
Right. Yeah.
You're coaching a season of tough where it's
Right.
all people are expecting you to fight, and you haven't
not
even
gonna
been
do
in the pool yet. There's no way you're coming down.
Unless,
No way.
yeah. Well, yeah, there's just no way they can do it. There's no way they
No
can get
way
around
you're
it.
Getting down to 155. No way. Not a shot in hell.
Yeah. It'll be a catch weight, definitely. Well, let's see. Yeah, let's see what happens, Jay. But that's a great What the Hell Florida man, Mr. Mike Platinum Berry. Jay, thanks so much. That's a great one. That's gonna lead us into a quick break here for a second. We're gonna get into our main topic for tonight, which is Poveglia Island, and we're gonna be really talking about a lot of that crazy stuff that's happening over there in Italy. And of course, so if you guys can just chill out, hang on, and we'll be right back. And we'll be talking about Poveglia Island.
103, 104. All right, that's a new record, Brucey. That's right, baby. I break new records every day because I play to win. If you don't play to win, you play to lose, like a liberal. Okay, my name's Bruce Kibbutz. Cars are an extension of ourselves, like DNA. And if you have the wrong DNA, you should be put out to pasture. When it comes to autos, auto modification, or the kind of lifestyle advice that will turn you into a certified winner, 100% of the time, come to the people who are genetically different. Brucey's Executive Lifestyle Autos. Or visit us on the web at bruceysexecutivelifestyleautos.com. Be genetically different, baby.
What are you doing on that PC, son?
I'm spending days designing the sewer system for my virtual country.
That sounds like an exciting and yet educational computer game. What's it called?
It's called Civil Service. Then I'll set up the utilities prices. You can also make up zoning laws.
Can you design traffic patterns to keep undesirables in the ghetto?
Totally! With the Civil Service computer game, you can anonymously segregate people and change voting districts to keep minorities down.
Wow, your character's taking some virtual payola and seizing some people's homes under eminent domain.
Don't worry. The virtual courts always come down on the side of big business and property.
That's great, just like the real Supreme Court. When does the game end?
Never! I'm gonna play till I die!
Civil Service, the incredible bureaucratic simulation game. Now you can live the dream of being a real civil servant, virtually. Available wherever games are sold.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome back to another edition of Dark Fringe Radio. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a haunted journey into the depths of darkness and despair. Really, that's what it is at the end of the day. Prepare to be captivated and by a chilling tale, Jay, that unfolds in a mysterious shores of Poveglia Island. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Really interesting topic, but the hidden within the waters of the Venetian Lagoon, Poveglia Island stands as a macabre testament to the haunting past that it so possesses. And the desolate island has long been shrouded in legends and the whispers and the whimpers of the paranormal, drawing brave souls seeking to uncover its secrets and confront the eerie forces that dwell within. Yeah, this is a very serious topic we're going to be talking about here tonight, Jay. So prepare, Jay, to be immersed with a spine-tingling odyssey that holds blurs in the lines between reality and the supernatural. We're going to be talking about, of course, Poveglia Island. So, Jay, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about for some time now. It's a really interesting island. Yeah. Yeah, this is when it comes to real stuff, Jay. Yeah, I know you don't like it because it's more real than it is.
No. Let's not.
Go ahead. Let's go ahead.
Let's not misinterpret or misrepresent me. Okay, I do like to keep those things at an arm's reach. Yes. Okay. Because I apparently have that little extra flashlight that they talk about in whatever that Ghost or whatever they talk about. Whoopi Goldberg talks about you got a flashlight, right?
Yeah.
I have one. I don't want it, but I have it.
You have it.
I have it because I've seen things that I myself would not believe. Somebody told me the stories that I've lived. I'd be like, "You are so full of it. Ha ha! You smoke at the pipe." But I lived it, and a lot of it before I started smoking a pipe. So for me, I enjoy knowing that I'm interested in it. I just like to make sure I keep it where it belongs, which is nowhere in my house.
Yeah, and I get it. And you know what? It's convenient that we can actually talk about something like this because it's not around us. It's not near us.
You can't drive me there and then yell at the spirits.
Right. Yeah. Like we did with the, yeah. Hey, that guy deserved it. Okay. But yeah, it's a place, of course, that's out of our reach here domestically. And we're talking about, of course,
to go there.
It's actually, that's the crazy part about it. Like you can't even go there if you even wanted to. Like they will put you in jail immediately as soon as you like touch foot there.
And they should.
And yeah,
They should.
yeah.
Nobody in their right mind wants to go somewhere that has been this place going all the way back to 421, right? This is the first recorded usage of its name, which I'm not going to say because I'll butcher it. But going all the way back then,
yeah, you got it.
Everybody left for sickness, and then all that happened was just sick people for the plague were just shipped there to die, and then their bodies were being burned. Just awful shit, and that's just how it starts.
That's just how it starts. And you know what, Jay? I mean, Ghost Adventures went out there, and of course, they're so known for going to these like crazy locations. But when they went out there, the beaches were like ash, Jay. Like, and that was still from like the ash of those people that were there from the plague, and that's fucking weird. Like, when you go there, like you're not supposed to be like that's not.
You're walking right. People.
Yeah, that's not right. And you can understand why.
Just as much crumbled up human skeleton, as it is sand. I'm sorry. Yeah. Even if you don't believe in the paranormal, even if you don't believe that there's something after, just don't go there. You don't mess with that. Why would you go there?
Leave it alone. Yeah. All right. So let's give some context to the listeners of the podcast, Jay. The Poveglia Island, of course, is located on the Venetian Lagoon of northern Italy and has a dark, of course, and intriguing history. And we're going to be talking about some of the stories that are associated with this island, of course, here, Jay. Of course, we're going to get into the plague. And this is what really kind of like perpetuates the story of this island because of the ash and so on and so forth, but the plague and the island's haunting past, of course. And during the time of the bubonic plague outbreaks of the 14th century, Poveglia Island was used as a quarantine station for ships arriving in Venice. The infected suspected carriers of the plague were forcibly sent to the island to prevent the disease from spreading further. It was also estimated that thousands of people who succumbed to the plague were burned or buried on the island, and the heavy presence of death and suffering on Poveglia Island has been on a rise in numerous tales of the paranormal activity and hauntings. Of course, the legends and testimonies of the soil of the island is said to contain the ashes of the plague victims, and their tormented souls are trapped there. Visitors even said some workers have reported hearing whispers and screams and moans, of course, emanating from the island. And there's also stories of shadowy figures and unexplained apparitions and unsettling encounters with the supernatural. So, Jay, all the sounds like check marks on the board for pretty
never go there. Yes.
Yeah, for you, right? Yeah, for you, for never to go there.
Every single one. Gee, let's see. Let's start with. There was over 160,000 people, William. Over 160,000 people died and were buried and burned and cremated in mass piles.
Crazy.
And whenever that pile was done, they just poured other people on top of it. So we are talking literally hundreds of thousands of bodies that had been baked into the soil of this place. That energy transfer alone, whether you believe in it or you don't, those are some staggering numbers of death to just surround one tiny little island. That's a lot of compressed sadness. And then you take on to the next effect. All those doctors that were there, right? Mm-hmm. I was reading about this because I read about this after we talked about it this afternoon. So the doctors wore bird masks.
Yes.
Where the beak was stuffed with herbs they thought would purify the air.
Right.
You can't tell me that some of those doctors didn't get sick and die, and I could not imagine how pissed off they must have been.
Absolutely. Yeah. Imagine an entity imagine an entity with like a bird face thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah. You don't know how much bad trauma that's probably produced. Really, at the end of the day, right? That's crazy when you really think about it. I'd be like, man, you actually
again,
had the doctors go out there like that.
That's just the start.
Right. It is. It is.
Right. 160,000 people. 160,000 bodies tossed onto this place.
A small
Just
island, by the
die.
way. Right. Yeah.
It's a small
Big.
island.
Yeah, it's not big at all.
No.
No. Yeah.
No.
It's amazing,
That's
Jay.
that's a lot of death for one little island.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do? What do you do with that area? Just leave it alone?
Well,
like they're doing now?
Apparently
Yeah.
in the 1920s, you're turned into a psychiatric ward.
Ooh, let's get into that. Let's talk about that, Jay. I actually have some
Talk about that,
information,
Jay.
and that's good. That's a good segue. The asylum and the mad doctor. Let's talk about that.
Mad doctor.
And yes, in the 20th century, Jay, Poveglia Island served as a location for a psychiatric hospital. The island's reputation took an even darker turn during this period. It is believed that the cruel and sadistic doctor conducted horrific experiments on the mentally ill patients, and according to urban legends, the doctor's methods included lobotomy, crude surgeries, and other inhumane practices. The doctor's reign of terror supposedly ended when he was driven into madness. The story goes that he was tormented by the spirits that plagued the victims, eventually jumping from the bell tower of the asylum to his death. And some locals claim to have seen him, the ghost of him, of course, wandering on the island, forever trapped in his own personal hell. Jay?
So, William,
Let's unpack this.
Can we also cross off psychiatric wards, like empty, abandoned psychiatric wards? You don't go in those places.
Oh, I love those places, Jay. That's
Okay.
great.
Let me retract that. I don't go in those places.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you don't go to those places. Yeah.
Then you take this already awful place where unfortunate souls were tortured for misunderstanding.
Bad shit happened. Bad shit.
Bad. And then you take it a level where the guy was doing lobotomies, where he would take a chisel and hammer out people right above their artery. Right
Isn't that
here.
crazy? People don't realize what that was like
They don't have that
about.
kind of anesthesia. Like, they can't really put you all that kind of out, you know?
Right.
I had surgery 3 weeks ago, almost 4 weeks ago. And they put me super night-night. Like, I blinked and I was like, oh shit, it's done. They didn't have that. You sat there and they pounded this thing into your eye. Just terrible. Awful. The experiments he did, the psychoanalyzation, the torture. They actually say that you can hear some of the little girls and children that had been tortured roaming the empty halls.
That's what get me, bro. I heard some kids.
They call it the sobbing girl that walks the beach at night.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, fuck you. No.
I can't deal with that. Yeah.
See ya.
Yeah. I can't deal with that, bro. If I hear a little girl crying, no, man.
I'm out.
I'm sorry.
Little ghost girls crying.
Yeah. I'm going to help it out. I'll probably get killed. Just like you.
Water babies. It always comes back to water babies.
Just like you, Jay, I'll get killed. I'd fall into that one too. If I heard a little girl crying, probably I'd get killed.
I'll save you.
I'll save you, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's good
Lord,
that it's awesome.
Oh, Lord. But Jay, talking about this island, Jay, so many different aspects when it comes to it. Just alone, the island's abandonment and inaccessibility. We're talking, let's go back to the 1960s, and the island was abandoned and left to decay. And since then, it has been remained uninhabited and off limits to the public, Jay. And crumbling buildings and overgrown vegetation and eerie atmosphere has made it a very formidable place. And many locals and Venetians believe that the island itself is cursed, and any attempt to develop or inhabit it would be, or it would invite a huge misfortune. So, due to its reputation and reported paranormal activity, Poveglia Island has become a subject of fascination for ghost hunters and paranormal enthusiasts, and urban explorers. However, accessing the island without permission is strictly prohibited, and trespassers risk facing legal, of course, consequences. So, yeah.
Do you know, William, that actually, if a fishing boat, because eventually some of the bones that are under do somewhat, whatever's left will surface.
That's
and so
crazy.
the fishermen, if there is a skull or a bone in the catch, they throw away the entire catch.
Of course, as you should.
Okay, we say that.
But yeah, I know. The guy that's making a living doing that. All right. I get
That's
it.
a lot of money. Where you could
It's
just
a lot
be
of
like,
money.
see ya.
Fuck that skeleton.
But no, they're like, no, Luigi no fuck with. No.
Yeah.
No, Luigi no fuck with. You sleep well. Goodbye.
Yeah. We throw out the whole thing.
Yeah. No, they don't keep any of it. And that is crazy. But I don't blame them, and I would definitely do the same. Anybody who steps foot on there, they're asking for problems. They're asking for it.
Yeah. Well, Jay, talking about that bell tower, there's a lot of legends when it comes around to that actual bell tower there on that island. Especially like whispering voices. A lot of people that are, claim home to Poveglia, often hear there's like legends that there's voices that you hear just walking around there. And it's just like, they're not trying to do anything. They're just walking around and they're just walking by. And all of a sudden you just hear people talking. They're just like, there's nobody fucking there because we know this place is abandoned. Like, why?
The bell they rang when the sick with the plague were dying.
Right.
So it would ring for every soul that was lost. And it sounds like some of those souls heard the bell and was like, hey man, that sounds good. I'm going to hang here for a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
No, thank you.
Well, there's also Jay, the legend of the abandoned church, right? Yeah, it's another church. So, I have a thing about churches because I don't know, I'm just a weirdo. But there's this church. Of course, it's abandoned, and of course, the ruins of Poveglia Island. There's this abandoned church that's just sitting there that has fallen into like complete despair. Completely run down. The church is rumored to have been built on the remains of the previous church, which was destroyed during the outbreak of the plague. And legend has it that the soil beneath the church is cursed and disturbs anyone who dares to dig. So, so it looks like that there was a church that was there before, Jay, during the plague. A bunch of people died. They probably buried them there. And then they decided, hey, let's do a makeover, and we're just going to build another church on top of it. Don't worry about what's under here. Yeah, let's not worry about. Yeah,
think about this. Holy land tends to be holy land. So you're talking could be all the way back to 500 BC, right? You talk about 421.
Yeah,
when it was first recorded. So we're talking going all the way back to 500. Just a round number, right?
Yeah.
To today.
Right.
All that, right? Yeah. So we're not just talking old souls. We're not just talking tortured souls. We're talking ancient,
right?
Old. Because there's talk of vampires. There's talk of cannibalism on that island. There's talk of human interaction of the grossest kinds. All within.
I like how you put that. Yeah, that's good.
Thanks. I'm good at those things. And so humble.
Yes, very humble.
So all those things going back. So you're talking about this church that is falling to pieces, literally under the weight of its own age, is just dissolving. And it's just every time a little piece breaks off, it's like another piece of like an iceberg, right? It hits and there's like this big spray of ocean, right? But except for this is just all bad caca energy.
Bad karma. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing that there's something like that that's in existence out there like that, right? I mean, we don't. What's probably you think, Jay? That's kind of like comparable to that. What maybe? What's that island over there off of California with the prison? What is that? The old prison?
Alcatraz?
Yeah, Alcatraz. Maybe.
I mean, Alcatraz. I mean, yeah, sure, but Alcatraz really didn't run that long.
No, it really didn't. All right. Yeah.
You know, and it had to be, and it was confined and cramped. It was awful, but it was also prison. You know.
Yeah.
But it didn't run that long, so
Yeah, right.
I'm not thinking that, but I'm thinking.
What else? Like
More along lines like some of those concentration camps out in the middle of Germany.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
you
want to
might
walk
be
around
right.
those places at night for sure.
Fuck that. No.
Nope.
Not with our complexion.
Nope. Yeah, which is weird because I'm like,
Right. Hey, you're
a
the
lot of
whitest
German.
one. All right.
I'm super Eastern European. Yeah,
You're more German than I am.
yeah. Don't let this. I was I'm darker. I know. I'm really washed out in the color right now. But trust me, I just came back from a 7-day cruise, guys.
No, he's good.
Brown.
How was your cruise, Jay? Did you have a good time?
Awesome.
We missed you last week.
Oh, it was awesome. Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I spent my time on a boat.
Good for you. We
Dancing
missed
in
you
the
last week,
Dominican,
Jay. Yeah, no, that's
Virgin
good.
Islands.
Yeah. No, we were
Puerto
cheering
Rico.
for you. We were cheering for you, man. No, absolutely.
Awesome.
We appreciate you coming on every week, and you deserve a vacation, so that's awesome. But listen, I think that's a good wrap up for tonight.
How long?
For Poveglia Island. I mean, really interesting place, Jay. If you ever had a chance, would you go?
Oh,
No,
oh,
not at all.
nope.
Not at all. Just to see and
Nope.
say, hey,
Nope.
I've been there.
No, you
and-
can. Nope.
No, nothing. No? Not at night. At night, no.
That's Flipper telling you no. No, I'm flipping you off. Okay. No, I won't get in a boat and go anywhere near it.
No.
I'm not going to take an airplane and fly over it.
All
I don't even
right.
want to watch drone footage flown about it. Okay. No,
Damn,
thank
Jay.
you. I like it right where it is,
Damn.
way off the distance, just beyond my ability to smoke.
Listen, you know what? I would love to go to a place like that. Drop me off.
You're fucking psychotic.
I guess whatever. You can call me psychotic, but I would love it.
I am.
mean, put me in a place like that,
No.
and I'm good. I could go by
Right.
there by myself.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
and friends, to paint the picture one last time, we go
Here
to
we
the
go.
Devil's Tree.
Yes.
He's yelling at this thing.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with him. It's following me. It's messing with my altar. I'm
You're right.
sitting up underneath the branch.
Right.
Like I couldn't avoid it, and I was trying.
If you wanted to, right?
This
He's
is
falling
what
to
I'm
every trap. Right.
Will's
Go
out
ahead.
there yelling and cursing at this thing, and yet
Right.
I'm the problem. So no. And that was one weird tree out in the middle of Florida. No,
Right.
thank you. I'm not going to Death Island in the middle of the Hoochie Coochie. No.
No, that's not the Hoochie Coochie. That's that's the middle of Italy over there. Oh, yeah.
Where they do the best of Hoochie Coochie.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
what that accent is.
I don't know what that is
Yeah.
either. Oh Lord. But yeah, Jay, yeah. Poveglia Island, a very interesting
Not for me.
place. For me, yeah, I would love to. I'd love to go camp out there one night just to see, take some night vision cameras, and yeah, I would love to do that.
Before you come to my house, I'm spraying you down with
You got it, bro. You got it. That's no problem. No problem. But listen, that's a good wrap up for tonight for Poveglia Island. We hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, you can listen to our podcast at darkfringeradio.com. Make sure you go there and check everything out there. And of course, our YouTube at darkfringeradio.com. Make sure you go there, subscribe, and like all our stuff. And please give us a 5-star review on Facebook. We have a lot of course, followers on there. Make sure you just do that for us. We'd really appreciate it. And of course, you can go to our website and check out our merchandise at the merch store there at darkfringeradio.com and check out all our new cool t-shirt designs, Jay. A lot of cool stuff. And yeah, very cool stuff, man. So anything else for tonight, Jay, before we say goodnight?
Make sure you don't go where you don't belong, friends. Sometimes things will follow you home.
Yes, very true. Very true. Absolutely, Jay. That's good advice. And we really appreciate you, Jay, for coming on with us on another adventure of Dark Fringe Radio. Of course, we'll have another episode for you guys next week. Don't be late. We'll see you next week.